What's up, what's up, what's up? It's me, FENiX ASMR, coming at you with another ASMR video. As you can tell, I am doing something brand new on my channel. I have never soft-spoken before, but I am trying it because this video is going to be full of talking, and I didn't know if I would want to whisper that whole time. Plus, I just think it's fun to experiment and try something brand new, and a lot of my subscribers are Patty fans. They came from the Patty collab, and so since he primarily does soft-spoken, I figured I would try it and see what you thought. So let me know down in the comments below if this is something that you like. Maybe I'll do more soft-spoken in the future. So with that said, got a couple quick announcements. This is my 1,000 subscriber special. Man, we're continuing to roll. We are adding people every single day, and this is getting so much fun for me. But a couple quick things. I am launching my Patreon, and so the link will be in the description below. You can go ahead and click on that if that's something that you are interested in supporting this channel in a monthly recurring way. You can do that. There's some cool perks there, and so I'd love to engage with you in that way. Also, we have some FENiX merch. I talked about it in my 100 subscriber video, which seems so crazy that that was not that long ago, and here we are, over 1,000 subs, but I finally have some FENiX merch to show you. Hopefully you saw that. I can't tell because I don't have a monitor, but it's basically just my FENiX logo on all this merch, and super fun. And so there is a link to Teespring in the description below, and you can actually get 20% off with the code 1000 subs. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can do that as well. Again, all this money goes towards just this channel and putting it right back in and improving the quality and everything that we have going on here. So no pressure whatsoever. That's completely up to you guys. Honestly, it's just another way for you guys to support the channel. So with that being said, we have about 30 questions for this Q&A. 30 questions, and man, there are some doozies in here, but there's a lot of good ones, a lot of good questions. And if you put a question in any of my comments on any of my videos, they should be on this list. I don't think I missed anybody. I really wanted to make sure that I honored all of you guys and answered all of your questions. So I think I have them all, and I've broken them down into basically like a personal section and then an ASMR section. There's a pretty healthy balance between just personal stuff about me and then a lot of targeted questions towards my experience with ASMR and why I got into it and whatnot. So there will be timestamps down below for every single question that you can go to. But I encourage you just to sit back, relax, and listen to the whole video, because we have a lot of fun questions, and it's just going to be a way for you to get to know me a little bit. We'll be doing some hand sounds, maybe a little bit of tapping. I might bring out the little orange basketball to tap on this little guy while I talk. So we'll see. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. So he'll probably make his way. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going with the flow here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this Q&A. And I tell you what, we are coming out of the gates swinging. We are ripping the Band-Aid off right from the get-go. As you probably know, my real name is not FENiX. The first question was, what's your real name? My real name is Dustin. Dustin is my real name. And where are you from? Some of you could probably guess, but I am from Nebraska. I think I said it in a video earlier on at the beginning of my channel, but I'm from Nebraska. And in the video that I just released a couple days ago, you saw my little Nebraska ball. Huge Nebraska fan, and have lived here almost my entire life. I lived a while in Kansas, but I am born in Nebraska and now live here with my family and absolutely love Nebraska. If you are not in the United States, Nebraska is pretty much smack dab right in the middle of North America. So we are right in the center of the Midwest, and so but love where I'm from, love this state. So next question, how tall are you? I am 5 feet 8 inches. 5 feet 8 inches, and that's probably even giving me a little bit more. I'm probably more like 5 feet 7 3/4, but 5 feet 8 inches tall. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, in true FENiX fashion, I thought if there was any video that I could get through that I didn't hit the mic, it would be this one. No, I'm just clumsy, and so sorry about that. Favorite color. I love this question because it has changed over the years. As an adult now, my favorite color is black. I wear a lot of black. I love that color. And if I had to pick a second favorite as an adult, it would be orange. Surprise, surprise. I just love that color combo. I love them separately. But as a kid, surprisingly, my favorite color was green. All the way up until, I don't know, probably through high school. It was green. But black, for sure, is my number one color. How many kids? I have three. 3 kids. I am married, been married for 13 years, and have 3 kids. And the next part of that question was, how old are they? They are 8, 6, and almost 3. I have 3 boys. Super blessed to have 3 boys. Love them to death. Favorite thing about being a dad. Oh man, I would say that my favorite thing about being a dad is just feeling wanted as their dad. I'll try to explain that a little bit, but whenever they're scared or whenever they get hurt or whenever they want someone to go throw a football around with or play hide and seek with or play a video game with or watch a movie, whatever, they always want to. It's not just me, they go to their mother too, but like as a parent, there's no better feeling than feeling needed and wanted. My 3-year-old is in this season of still wanting me to rock him sometimes at bedtime, and man, I would rock him until he wouldn't let me anymore, honestly, because there's nothing better than that. So I love that about being a dad. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do have 2 siblings. I have 2 brothers. I have an older brother, and I have a twin brother. And my twin brother looks nothing like me, but love him to death. And the next part of that question was, which one is your favorite? That's a really tricky question because I feel like it's a trap. Because if I don't say my twin, then I'll hear about it. If I don't say my older brother, I'll probably hear about it too. Man, I don't have a favorite between my twins or between my brothers. Obviously, I grew up super close with my twin until about high school, and then we kind of had our own friend groups, and I started dating, and he started dating and whatnot. And I wasn't super close with my older brother until I got married, and then my older brother and I got really close. And so now that we're all married and we all have families of our own, I'd say that we're all equally close. And so I love my brothers to death. Wouldn't trade them for anything. And I know they're watching this video, so love you guys. Do you work out? Good question. Yes, I do. I used to lift weights quite a bit until I injured my shoulder and had to have surgery, and then I took a break, but that is all healed up. And now I am recently fallen in love with CrossFit. I started CrossFit back in October, and man, it is completely different than anything I've ever done before, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And so looking forward to just continue to grow in those skills and abilities. I love that I don't have to choose what to do. I'm basically told what to do, and then I just choose how hard I want to push myself and try new things and whatnot. So love it. CrossFit. What's your favorite midnight snack? This is from good old Patty. Oh man, if I had to pick my favorite midnight snack, it would probably be chips and cheese. I know that it is not the healthiest snack, man, my wife and I love to just put some Tostitos chips on a plate, throw a whole bunch of cheese on there, melt it up, and if we are too lazy to do it ourselves, there is a fast food restaurant nearby that has some amazing chips and cheese, and so we get it from there. So yeah, I would say chips and cheese for sure. The more I thought about this question, though, I'm just adding to your question, Patty. But if there was one thing in my house at all times that I probably just have an addiction to, funny enough, it would be peanut butter. I love peanut butter. And man, I'll find myself just taking a spoon and walking by the pantry and just scooping a spoon and eating it. I love peanut butter. So, but yeah, chips and cheese for sure. Oh, this is good. Do you watch soccer? Yes, I do. I watch soccer. I played soccer as a kid, and now I coach soccer. My two older boys play, and so I got to help coach my oldest's U11 team just this last fall. Love the sport. It is my favorite sport. Adding on to that question was favorite club and player. This is tricky. I would probably say Christian Pulisic for Chelsea, just because he is an American that has a really, really, really cool story on how he ended up over there in Europe, and just what he's done, and just some of the records that he's broken and set as an American, as such a young player on the national team and whatnot. He's just super, super fun to watch, and he's small. He's not your typical soccer player, and like I said, I'm only 5'8", and my kids inherited my height gene, and so it's been really, really cool because my oldest son is very small as well for his age, and it's been so cool to encourage him and say, man, look at Christian. He wasn't the biggest kid either, and now look what he's doing. And they both have aspirations to be professional soccer players, so we'll see if that happens, or if that changes over time. But yeah, I would probably say Christian Pulisic. No, this is a fun section. A favorite movie and why? This is really, really hard because I love movies and there's so many movies that I like. But I would probably say Home Alone. I know that we just got done with Christmas, and so it's not like one that we watch like year round, because we don't. But favorite movie and why? It is a tradition in this house. We watch Home Alone multiple times over Christmas break, and have for years. I just love the movie. It is a classic. And Home Alone 2 was okay. Home Alone 3 should have never been made. But Home Alone, the original Home Alone, is so, so good. And it's just nostalgic, honestly. Everything about it, all the one-liners and just all the funny moments. I mean, I have that movie memorized. If I had to pick another one, I feel like this is kind of the cliche answer, but just the classic Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey, that's another one that I could just watch all the time, and all of those one-liners as well. So, but I would say Home Alone is probably my favorite, simply because it just means more to our family. It is more of a tradition that we do together. Favorite Disney movie. This is also a tricky question. So this is pre-Marvel, Star Wars, stuff like that. Just straight up, even Pixar. So this is straight up. Well, maybe. Yeah. So, classics for me as I grew up, I would say that my favorite Disney movie was Aladdin, or Lion King. Lion King is obviously just so good for so many reasons. I would say Aladdin was my favorite movie growing up. If I had to pick two Disney movies in the current era, like since I've had kids, I would probably say Moana or Zootopia. Honestly, because of their soundtracks. Their soundtracks are great. I think the story of Zootopia is fantastic. The soundtrack of Moana is fantastic. But if I had to pick one out of those four, it would for sure be Aladdin. For a lot of those reasons, the characters and everything. And the next question is, who's your favorite Disney character? And and I would say Genie from Aladdin. He's the one that I just remember the most from my childhood. It was classic Robin Williams. Rest in peace. I love Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams. I think he was so funny, and he truly transformed what it meant to be a voice actor and make a character come to life via animation. And so I would say Genie. This is another good one. If you could switch lives with any Broadway character, who would it be and why? Oh man. I thought about this one a lot, and I'm trying to think. So I'm familiar with Broadway. I grew up doing musical theater, and so if I had to, that's just a weird question. I'm going to rephrase it a little bit. Like if I had to play, if I got to play any character in a Broadway musical, who would it be? And I would probably say, not to make you wait, probably, this is silly, Captain Von Trapp from The Sound of Music. So when I was in 8th grade, I was in a performance of that musical as Kurt, and it was a blast, and I loved that musical. And so I always thought it'd be fun to actually play the dad sometime. So interesting question. I know there's probably not a lot of you that know anything about Broadway, but if I had to pick one, it would be Captain Von Trapp. So thanks for that question. Oh, and that question was asked by one of my best friends, Quest, which I just put something on my community tab a couple days ago, but he just started a YouTube channel for Minecraft videos, like how to build and stuff like that, and it's fantastic. So, and I don't just say that because he's my best friend. Like he's really, really good at what he does, and he's fun to watch. So, shameless plug for his channel. I'll put a link down in the description below, but if you like Minecraft, go check him out. Definitely worth it. So, what's your favorite music genre? Also, do you sing? I would say that this is a music genre. So I would probably say worship music is my favorite music genre. Not just Christian music, because I don't really listen to much Christian radio, but I would say worship music. I love worship music. And if I had to pick something secular, I would say probably pop or R&B. But worship for sure. Also, do you sing? Yes, I do. As I already explained, I did some musical theater, but yes, I sing. I sing all the time. If you know me, I sing all the time. Do you play guitar? I do play guitar. I play guitar, just acoustic guitar. I don't play electric guitar. Can you play for us? I don't know. That's completely up to you guys. I have seen some instrumental ASMR, and it is pretty soothing, but I've never thought about myself playing guitar. So if that is something that you'd be interested in, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll see. Maybe I'll try to. Oh my goodness, I keep hitting the mic. I'm doing this all in one take, so I'm not editing any of that out. I'll make sure that it's not loud or anything, but this is all going to be one take video. So yeah, let me know if you want me to play the guitar or sing. Honestly, GB and Frivolous Fox, they both do some soft humming and soft singing on their channels. And so if that's something that you are interested in, let me know. I might try it. I would be down for trying something like that if that is something that you enjoy. Next question. Did you go to college and what did you study? I did. That is a tricky question because it took me 7 years to finally graduate with my bachelor's degree because I was so indecisive and I went to different colleges. But I did go to college, and I have an associate's degree in architectural engineering technology, and I worked in that field for about a year as a mechanical drafter. And then I went to Bible college here in Nebraska and got my Bachelor of Arts degree in worship ministry. So, which actually goes on to the next question. what's your job? What do you do outside of YouTube? What's your occupation outside of the YouTube channel? I'm actually a worship pastor. So I've been in full-time ministry for, this is year 9 of being in full-time ministry. So worship ministry. So if you don't know what that means, basically I put together those other skills of playing guitar and singing, and I lead worship, so music genre, of course, worship music would probably be the one I listen to the most because it is my world. So yeah, I lead the music on Sundays, and I get to do other things. I get to preach every once in a while, and I get to help with youth and life groups and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a pastor, but specifically a worship pastor. And what's a goal you want to achieve in 2021? So this is a fitness goal. I'm not a runner. I despise it. I guess I can't say that. Up until this last year, I was not a runner. I did not enjoy running. That's kind of fun. Little tap onto the ball. Squirrel. I get distracted so easily. But I decided to actually sign up for my first half marathon just to force myself to train and to do something. I'm really trying to live this lifestyle of getting comfortable with uncomfortable things. And running a half marathon sounds stinking uncomfortable. And so I'm going to do it. So that is a goal that I have for 2021 for sure. Awesome. So that's the personal. Now we're going on to like more ASMR type stuff, which is fun. What was the first ASMR video you watched, and what did you think about it? So I can't remember the first video that I watched. If I had to, like, as I go back and I think about my first time ever experiencing ASMR, I know that the ASMRtist was Heather Feather. I don't know if any of you know Heather Feather. I don't think she makes videos anymore, but Heather Feather was probably the first ASMR creator that I remember. And if I had to think of a video that I remember specifically from her, it would be she was doing some she did a lot of like words, trigger words, but then she also did some like page flipping and whatnot, and I loved it. What did you think about it? I honestly didn't know what to think about ASMR when I first started listening to it. I've been listening to it for about 4 or 5 years, I think, maybe longer, but I didn't know what to think about it. I just knew that it was intriguing to me, and I quickly fell in love with it. It didn't take me long. Like once I started listening to ASMR, I was hooked for sure. Why did you start an ASMR channel? And do you like it so far? Yes, I love it. This kind of goes back to the doing uncomfortable things. So deciding to start an ASMR channel was something I think I always wanted to do. But I was just kind of, nervous to start. And it felt a little uncomfortable to get behind a camera and just do something that I've never done before, and what are people going to think and stuff like that. But the reason I started it was because I know what the channel, like what ASMR and what this community has done for me personally. So I have struggled with like situational depression and anxiety every once in a while. And one of my best friends introduced me to ASMR because it helped him with some of his things that he has going on. And the moment that I started listening to ASMR, it really started to help me with those things. And then I got hooked, and I listened to it whenever I just needed to calm down. Sometimes I'd put it in the background when I was working, doing stuff at home, folding laundry, doing dishes. And I listen to it every single night when I go to sleep. Sometimes I don't even make it to my headphones. Sometimes I don't even get a video started, but it's just this thing that is so much a part of my life now, and I'm really, really passionate about it because I know what it's done for me. And so when I thought about it, and I wanted to accept this challenge of being uncomfortable, being comfortable with being comfortable with being uncomfortable, I thought about all the people that may be in the same position that I was, and struggled with some of those things, that just needed a release, needed a trigger to make them feel better. And I thought, you know what, if I can do that for somebody else, if there's one person that would watch a video of mine and think, thank you so much, which if you look back over my channel, I've only been doing this for 2 months, and I save some of your guys' comments, if I'm being honest. I save comments and I screenshot them and I save them on my phone because I want to go and look back at those years from now and think, I helped that person. I helped that person in that moment. And that is the fulfillment piece for me. That is why I started my channel. That is why I'm continuing my channel. That is why I'm passionate about my channel. And that's why I'm so glad that you're all here and subscribed or just viewing the channel. Why did you choose FENiX as your channel name? Oh, this is a fun one. So, we talked about Quest earlier, one of my best friends. We've known each other since my freshman year in high school, and there was a summer that we were traveling to teen camp, and it was right when like Xbox, the original Xbox and Halo 1 was a thing, and I needed a gamer tag, and just randomly he came up with FENiX, spelled FENiX. Mind you, this was before Gears of War, when FENiX was the main character in Gears of War, spelled that way, so props to Quest for thinking of that. But it became my gamer tag right from the get-go, and it's stuck with me ever since. There have been variations and whatnot, but so yeah, I'm a little bit of a gamer, and so I had actually asked him to design that logo for me. He's a graphic designer as well, and so he designed that FENiX logo for me, I don't know, earlier this year, just for my gaming stuff. And so then when I was thinking about starting my own ASMR channel, I'm like, man, FENiX ASMR. Like, I didn't want to call it Dustin ASMR. It just didn't have the same ring to it, like FENiX ASMR. And then the more I thought about it, I don't even think it's in my description anymore. But the more I thought about it, it was like, I love the idea of a phoenix because the phoenix, you know, it's something that is birthed, that rises, something beautiful, something magnificent, something big that rises from the ashes, right? And so when I think about ASMR, and when I think about stress and anxiety and all the things in this world that want to keep us down, all the things that steal our joy, I feel like ASMR is one of those things that helps, I know for me personally, helps me rise from those ashes, rise from the things, the dark things, the dirty things. It rises me from those ashes and gives me a little bit of joy and helps me forget. And so, yeah, it fits. It really fits FENiX ASMR. I really, really like it. So that is where FENiX came from. Top 5 ASMRtists. Man. So this is in no particular order, but as I thought about this, like if there's 5, I listen to more than 5 for sure, but if I had to pick my top 5, it would probably be Raffy Taffy, Marno ASMR, Bright Gray ASMR, Fast ASMR, and then my boy Patty for sure. I have to keep Patty in there because he's the only other ASMR creator that I know and have a personal relationship with. So shout out to you, Patty. But yeah, Raffy, I listen to Raffy a lot. I love a lot of his triggers. I think his channel's fun. Marno, I think Marno is just a character, man. I think Marno is so funny. He's unique. He's super creative. I feel like he's always coming up with just new and fun ways to do things. Like, I'm a fan. Bright Gray, I've talked about her on my channel a lot. She doesn't make a lot of videos anymore. She puts them out pretty sporadically, but man, when she puts them out, they're gold. She's the queen of hand sounds, and I listen to hand sounds a lot. And she doesn't do a lot of talking, and so when I need hand sounds in the background, she's who I go to. Bright Gray's great. Fast ASMR, I've been listening to Fast for a long time. Like, this is when, like, she didn't even used to show her face, like when Fast was just this down, right? And so I've been listening to her for a long time. But man, her channel is growing so much, and rightly so. She is so good, and she's also creative. She does things that I would never think to do, and so she's a favorite of mine. And then Patty, for all the reasons that, I've talked about Patty so much on this channel. You're probably sick of it, but just a genuine guy. He's a friend, and so man, I try to be one of the first comments on those videos when it goes live, but man, he's full of joy, and so we get along really, really well. He's one of my favorites. If you had to watch one ASMR artist the rest of your life, who would it be? Oh my goodness. Oh man. It depends on the need for the ASMR. Because if I need something in the background, it would probably be either Raffi or Bright Gray. But if I needed a friend, like if I was stranded on an island all by myself, but I had Wi-Fi somehow, this makes no sense. I don't want like one of those Wilson ball moments, right? Like, I'm not gonna have a Wilson. Like, I would probably choose Patty, just because as long as he's still putting out videos, then at least I'd have a friend to listen to. So that's kind of a tricky question, but I would say that I probably listen to Bright Gray the most, as far as just soothing, relaxing when I need something in the background. So yeah, no offense to any other ASMR creators. That's just a tricky one to answer. We're getting close to the end here already. I don't even know how long this video is. What are your favorite and least triggers? So I'm going to pair these next couple questions together. These next 3 questions are kind of all together. What are your favorite and least triggers? I would say my favorite triggers for sure are hand sounds. I love hand sounds. And tapping. I love tapping sounds. Hand sounds, tapping sounds, which is evidenced by my channel. That is the majority. I have so much tapping and so many hand sounds on this video. I'm not saying that I don't want to venture out and do other things. I definitely do. But those are my favorite triggers. My least favorite triggers are probably the ones of like, I don't know, like sucking on the ear, like those that have the 3DO mics, and they like suck on the ear or numb on the ear, whatever it's called. That's just kind of cringy for me, so I steer clear of those. But favorite triggers to listen to versus favorite triggers to do on your channel. That is a really good question. Again, favorite ones to listen to, hand sounds and tapping for sure. I love fast and aggressive triggers. So whether it be really fast tapping or really fast hand sounds, I love those. And my favorite to do on my channel would probably be, surprisingly, tapping. I know hand sounds are more popular on my channel, but tapping is what I enjoy. I love finding things around the house and just tapping it to see what kind of sounds it makes. And so I've been able to find some pretty unique things to tap on. And so, speaking of tapping, we'll go back to the orange ball. I keep forgetting about this little guy. I keep forgetting about him, but he's so good. If you had to eliminate a trigger forever, which one would it be? Oh man. Again, I don't know, I kind of said this, but it would be the sucking on the ear one. That's just, I don't know. My ears are reserved for one person and one person alone when it comes to that. So, too much information for sure. But we're all grown-ups here. That just freaks me out. So, do you aim to focus solely on ASMR, or would you like to expand into other types of content? That's a super, super good question. Obviously, when I chose to start my ASMR channel, it was just to do this, create ASMR videos. I also have a passion of songwriting, And so I thought about potentially venturing out and doing another channel of just music and doing covers of songs and putting out my own original music and stuff like that. So we'll see if I do that. It's definitely a passion of mine as well. But for now, it's just creating ASMR videos for people and seeing where it goes. So, what's one of your biggest dreams for your channel? Oh man, like, dreams, like, people talk about subscribers and views and all those things. Like, I think those are all really good goals and milestones. Like, obviously, I think it'd be cool to have a really huge channel. I think that any ASMR creator that doesn't think that, I don't get it. But when I think about one of my biggest dreams, like, I'm all about people, and so just to impact as many people as possible. Like, that's one of my dreams. Like, so I want to grow the channel for sure. I want to set goals and then beat those goals. But none of those goals happen without you guys, without people. And so the more goals we break is the more lives that we're impacting and changing. So that's really, I guess, one of my biggest dreams, if that makes sense. And this is the last question. Besides ASMR, what's one thing that you're passionate about? I kind of just said it in the last question. I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about, obviously I'm in ministry, and ministry is all about people. And deciding to do this ASMR channel is all about you, all about people. And so I know that people in ASMR, they're different, but I'm passionate about people. I'm passionate about Jesus, and I'm passionate about spreading love and joy and positivity in this world, because we all know we need it. And so if I can be a little bit of that in someone's life, whether in a video or whether in a comment or a reply or in a DM, whatever it may be, then I'm doing my job. This is so much more, to me, it's so much more than just tapping on an orange ball. Like, that seems silly, but this is so much more than that. I truly want to impact lives. I truly want to help people. And so I would even say that more than ASMR, I'm passionate about people. And that is why I created this channel. So there you go. There are the questions and the answers for this 1,000 subscriber special. If you are still here and you are still listening, thank you for watching the whole video. Hopefully you found out a little bit more about me. It's probably a long video. It feels long, but I've been talking the whole time. But I can't tell you enough, again, how thankful I am for everybody. The channel's growing so fast, and I feel genuinely blessed. And I know that as this channel grows, it's going to be harder and harder and harder to stay personal and to stay in contact. But I make this promise to you. I will do my honest best to reply and heart every single comment or be a part of your lives in whatever way you see fit. I want to do some YouTube lives and get to chat with you guys that way too, for all the reasons that I just talked about. So there you go. Happy 1,000 subscribers to this channel, 2 months old, and it'll be exciting to see where we're at the end of 2021. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, surprisingly, like, there's like 50% of my watch time, 50% of the views on my channel aren't subscribed. So if you're not subscribed and you like this channel, man, I'd encourage you to go ahead and subscribe, because I feel like we have some pretty fun and exciting things planned for this channel. So anyway, there you go. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.